Well, I'm working through this box. Got kind of lazy on this rip here. I have a silver. The 40%er, 1966. That's great. First couple of rolls also had a couple of NIFCs in there. We're always on the lookout for the silver. The NIFCs, proofs, foreigns, some of the Verized DDOs, no FGs. I do have a lookout for. Looking for the 90s here, obviously, to begin. I'll bring you in on live rips if I suspect something heavy, but yeah, maybe this is a good sign of what's to come for the rest of the box. Just a couple of rolls later, and just like that, we're going to bring you in for a live rip. 227 is usually a good indicator for either multiple 40%ers or a 90%er in there. Maybe I need to tear out my scale a little bit, but either way, it's still heavy, and I would suspect we got something in here. Let's give it a rip. There it is. It's gonna be a 90%er, folks. Just the one. It's kind of a looky-loo right here. Bet you it's Kennedy. Yeah, it is. He's ugly. Still beautiful, though. That's awesome. Getting towards the back of the box. Got ourselves a proof in here. I've already seen it. There it is. 1980. See the S? This one's been in circulation a little bit. It's not terrible. I've seen worse, but I've definitely seen my fair share of better proofs. What do we call that a trifecta? I think we do. Well, I don't think that's enough for a standalone video, so I'm going to tack on a couple more boxes, and we'll be right back. All right, friends, hopefully this is a good sign for this box. Just ripped open that first one, and wouldn't you know it, I was surprised with that little silvery line in there. Let's break into it, see what we got. Looks like it will be 40%. Let's take a gamble. I'm going to say 67. 65, the hardest one to get. Well, maybe that's double good luck. I could sure use a few more of these. Let's keep going. If I find another, I'll set up the overhead. All right, I'm back. I rolled and I flipped them, so that's why the orientation has changed on this box. Roll number 2. Are you kidding me? Look at that edge. I'll tell you, there's no enders either. So back-to-back silvers and rolls. This is going to be a 90. This is going to be an old 90. I'm going to say a Ben. Yeah. Heck yes. D mint mark. 1960. It's too bad it has the D. I do need a 1960 Philly. I know I have the Denver. 90%. That is awesome. Have that down there. Can we go 3 for 3? I'm going to do a live rip. We'll see. Never goes well when I'm trying to do it one-handed. I promise I'll get the overhead up here right after this, but I can't wait. I want to see. We got another? Of course, that silver is going to be shy when we try to do it live. Okay, I will set up the overhead and I'll bring you in when I have that next find. Hopefully it comes soon. I think we got a proof. Roll number 20. That's a thick edge. Yep. And this is going to be a newer one. 17S. That's cool. I don't have very many modern proofs. When I say modern, I mean within the last 10 years or so. You just don't see them cracked out all too often. But that one's in good shape. It hasn't been in circulation all too long. That was roll number 20, and I'll tell you, the finds have come from this left side here. Initially, I pulled the first roll from the right, but I since flipped and moved everything off to the left. That was on that side originally, so maybe this left side is a bit of a hot box. Nice little find there to go along with the silver. Okay, 27.23. Decided to get the scale out to get a little jump start on expecting something. I'd expect a 90%er in here or multiple 40s. We got ourselves the 90. I'm pretty darn sure. With a weight like that, you're almost assured if you only have one, it's going to be a 90. Kennedy, D mint mark, 64. Yeah. Love seeing that. Not a ton of new ones today either. 2024. I don't see many of these. Maybe the 10th total I've seen. I still hold on. Well, I'm still in the process of holding on to some. I like to keep a couple of rolls of each year on hand, just in case, you know. So, another silver on the board. Back we go. That was roll number 22. 27, 18. Again, another heavy one. Let's see what we got. There it is. Old gray. Another Ben, or are we going to go for the trifecta here and get a walker? It's been ages since I've had a walker. It's another Ben. No mint mark up here at the top first. That's the only one. No mint mark at the top. It looks to be a little well worn, so maybe older. 51. There you have it, 51 Philly. Another Ben Franklin. That's going to put us over an ounce of silver. Gotta love it. Sneaky box. All right, friends. Well, I added 3 more boxes onto this. I ended up with a lot of NIFCs from them, but no silver. Just the 4 out of that one box. A bit of a surprise out of Fed boxes for me. I am thrilled with this. So 3 90%ers, 1 40%er. 2 of those 90s being Ben Franklin's. Welcome to the show. 1951. 1960D, I did confirm. I do need the 1960. Not necessarily a hard one to find, but I've just never come across it in my coin roll hunting. 1964D, and of course a 65 40%er. Nice looking coin. We did find a 2017 S. Luck would have it, I actually do have this one already, though it is in miserable shape, so this will actually be an upgrade for me. And then I save them because I just don't run across them at this point. 2024 Phillies, 2 of them. That's a hunt. I do appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, liking this video, and ringing that bell. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll catch you next time.